How it's looking. I don't know why this other one is here. All right. Since we are trying something new here, um, I want to know if you can see me. I got like an extra camera on, and I don't know why. So let's see. Um, I'm gonna do this since I know no one was expecting me to actually be early today. Um, oh, I have one. Hey, I am live. Yay. Okay. I'm always trying something new, and so I got to make sure I'm showing up everywhere. So, hey, y'all. I am Mel Morris, your tarot life planner, helping you connect within to plan the life that you're meant for. And y'all, we made it. Well, we just about made it. It is the end of the year. Let me move this. It's the end of the year. We're almost out of 2021. And one thing I've been saying to folks is that when we were in 2020, um, the thing that I heard most, and the thing that I asked for certainly most, was to be done with 2020, right? Like, can we just be finished with it? Can we move on? Can we just have something different? And I was happy to take whatever 2021 was going to offer. And sadly, the reality is that, we kind of got what we asked for. We did, I'm just checking to make sure I'm over here. What's going on? What's going on? I want to make sure y'all can see me and I'm not just rambling to no one. Um, but yeah, so I was really hoping for like anything else other than what 2020 was. And then when we got 2021 and we all had these hopes and dreams and expectations of, hey, Jay, um, we had these hopes and dreams and expectations of um, what this year, how it was going to be different, what that meant for us. We were real loosey goosey about asking for anything specific. Right. And so we got a bunch of shit that was not real specific, in my opinion, right? Both for myself and for, a lot of folks that I have seen, clients that have come in. I've heard a lot of the same message that this year has almost felt more disappointing because um not that it was more of the same as 2020, but our expectations were just so high that things were somehow going to be magically just better and not just different. And so I start with this to say that it's really important for us, um to use this as a lesson, right? And we see it all throughout our lives, but use the lesson of like, ask for what you want, right? For me, within the business, within everything, 2022 is the year of choice, right? The year of us really finding um, some harmony, right? This word's been coming up a lot for me lately, but finding some harmony around not just what's handed to us, but really creating what we want, right? And so that really came through pretty clearly in the five-card tarot spread that we had for this week. And there was a lot of messages around um, getting done with the year, right? Closing things out, ending things out, so that we could really start to move on, and be ready to move forward in the new year. And yes, every year we kind of go through this. Every year we kind of, try to end out the year, get everything done and wrapped up, um, so that we're ready for what's next. But instead of just doing that, instead of just saying, let me just get all this stuff done and out of the way, I don't want to look at it anymore, I want us to start to be really intentional about, yes, closing things out, but also asking for what we want, right? Being really clear about what we want. And if you're not clear right now, right, I totally get that because I'm always changing my mind. But just start asking yourself, what do I really want? What is it I really want to happen in this next month, in the next quarter, in the next 6 months, in the next year, right? And it's okay if you change your mind. It's okay if you don't know completely clearly what that is. The point is, you have to start getting in the habit of asking for what you want. All you have to do is ask. And that seems super simple, but when is the last time you really sat down and asked yourself, what is it I actually want right now? And listened for an answer from yourself, from within. When's the last time you did that? Again, seems super simple, but so, so powerful. Okay. So let's get to the card that we have this week. And because I'm hopefully showing up a lot of different places, and we'll, I guess, check back later and see. Um, I'm just going to post it here. I have my cards here already set up. And so this is the card that we have for our overall card, this 10 of Wands card. And man, oh man, if this is not how I have been feeling, and you let me know if you have felt the same, this is how I have been feeling about trying to close out 2021, right? It feels like I'm trying to carry everything, I'm trying to wrap everything up, I'm trying to get everything finished, and I can't even see where I'm going at this point, right? Hey, Carrie. I can't even see where I'm going, and I'm dropping shit along the way, right? Because I'm just in this mode of like, oh, let me just get this finished. Let me just get this out of the way, right? And again, we always run into this at the end of the year, right? I feel like many of us get into that mode. But again, what I'm going to say to you is, if you're feeling this energy, if you're feeling this, like, yes, I'm all about wrapping things up. Yes, I'm doing all these things, trying to get things finished. But yes, I am dropping shit. Things are not happening the way that I intended them to. Um, if you're feeling that, okay, all right, take a breath. Just stop for a second and take a breath, right? Everything is not going to get done. Just tell yourself that right now. And the reason I know that is because everything you're trying to get finished, they're not even all things that need completion. They're not even things, a lot of them are probably not even yours. How many things are you working on right now that you're trying to finish, that you're trying to get done, that you're trying to fix, that's not even your stuff, right? Think about that for a minute. Think about what's actually yours, what actually needs to be finished, and then you can start to focus on, okay, you know what? I have these things. I have these couple of things that I can wrap my arms around, that I can hold in this bundle and take to the finish line, right? Also remember that how many, I think about how many things, because I always have so many ideas. There are so many things that come into my mind that I feel like, oh my gosh, this thing is so important and it's so wonderful, and I have to put this out into the world. And either it doesn't get traction or I get bored with it or whatever, next year we'll talk more about like planning and planning for things that you really want in a meaningful way versus just doing things. And this comes from a lot of experience, so you'll want to listen to that. But think about the things that you are trying to, let's say, wrap up for the year, right? And a lot of things are going to continue, right? There probably aren't a ton of things that you're going to finish and never look at again. So keep that in mind, that some things just need to, come to a soft close, right? That's a little less pressure on you of completing things, right? Also think about the things that you are spending all this energy on. Are they things that you really want to even bring into the next year? Right. So if you're trying to close down a project or, something that's going on in your life and you're spending all this energy in, oh, I got to close this out. I got to wrap this up. I got to make sure I end this. I got to tick this thing off of my box. If it's not something that's really even important to you and it's not something that you're bringing into the next year because it's not important for you, do you really have to spend more energy on it right now? Ask yourself that. Right? I don't know. You tell me. How many things do you have going on right now that you are spending your energy on, you're spinning your wheels about that aren't really that important to you anymore? That you put some value on at some point, and because at one point it was important to you, you feel like it's still this burden that you have to carry, like the person that's here trying to carry all these things. All right. So really let yourself breathe a little bit, let yourself relax a little bit, and this frenzied energy, let it start to dissipate. Start to ask yourself, okay, why am I really stressing about this? What can I let go? Then I'm going to have you ask yourself, of the things that are going to fall on the ground, right? Because think you're going to drop shit. I mean, that's just the reality. That's just how life works, right? The things that have fallen that I haven't gotten done, that again, at one point were super important to me, but now, maybe not so much. Do I need to go back and pick them up, or can they stay there? Because here's the point, you can go back and pick those things up if you need to, right? So what, things fall by the wayside. Plans never are going to work out exactly the way you think they are going to. And it's okay. It's okay. Go back and get what you need to. But some things want to lay over there on the ground, so let them. That's my point. Right? So let me know if that makes sense to you. Let me know if you've got that kind of frenzied energy, if you will, happening right now in your life. So I'm going to take this down because I want to give you a little sneak peek, not even sneak peek, a little preview. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what is coming up in the new year. I'm super excited. I got a bunch of things happening because even for me, right, I part of the reason I can tell you and talk to this frenzied energy of trying to get shit done right before the end of the year is because there are a lot of things that I have tried, that I've been juggling, that I try to introduce to you all and bring to you all, and folks come to me with new ideas, and so I like to try things out. I'm not afraid to try something and then let it go if it doesn't work or if it's not time for it right now. So there's always going to be something fresh and new and happening, and so a couple of the things that let me find them. A couple of the things that I had moved away from for different reasons, right? Some of it is because, time. Some of it is, how I'm able to help and serve people. If I can't do it in a really great way, I don't want to, spend the energy if I can't really be helpful for folks. And so, one thing that I'm excited is coming back is clarity coaching. Now, not that I haven't been doing coaching, but I haven't had it on the website for a while because um, I really had to think about how I was offering it. And I will say, I will admit, maybe it's the better term, I will admit that I've have fallen into the some of the mindset of, pushing things. I'm not real pushy about business, but pushing things on people that they don't necessarily need, right? Because of, like, this is the way that it's done. This is how you have to offer things to people. This is the way that makes sense, right? And you all probably have know enough about me at this point that I don't just do things because they make sense to somebody else. But I will admit I've fallen into it. And so what I am excited about, why I'm excited about bringing this back and opening it up, is because I really focused on making sure that I'm not creating a system of coaching for folks that is cookie cutter in any way, that it's not, months at a time, if that's not what someone needs. And so I am bringing back coaching. It's going to be very affordable for folks. It's going to be in smaller chunks of time so you don't feel, um, kind of locked into months and months of something that you're not sure about or that you don't know if you'll need, at least to start with. And so I'm really excited to be able to offer, lower cost coaching and smaller packages for folks because there's so much that's going to be going on in the new year. And I really want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to, get some help, get some support this year. So that's going to be really excited. Hey, Alexian, how are you? Happy Yule. Okay, what else? Let's see. I've also got, what else happening exciting? So, I love these new little gadgets and things to add in here. So, I'm also going to be offering some astrology sessions. So, I have avoided doing anything with astrology for a while because um, it's a lot. Astrology is a lot of information. And because I am one of those studious people who really wants to know as much as they can about something, I want to make sure. That I was really confident that I can give you what you need, that I can help you, excuse me, really connect with your astrology reading. So, excuse me. So, I've taken many courses. I have been practicing all of this year, behind the scenes, doing a lot of work. And so, part of the readings that I offer, of course, I'll still be offering tarot sessions. And even those are going to be changed a little bit. So, keep an eye out for what those can look like for you. But the astrology readings are going to go together with this idea of this choosing you and really learning more about who you are and all the parts of yourself. And so I'm really excited to be able to offer that. And again, I don't do like predictive readings for tarot, and I won't be doing that for astrology either. For me, both tools are really helpful and useful for you to start really connecting with who you are inside and understanding yourself again a lot better. So let's see what else. The last thing that I'll mention here, and I will be sending out information, so make sure that you get my newsletter if you don't already. The last thing I'm super excited about, that I can share with you today, is I will be starting a podcast. Um, Early in January. We've already recorded a few episodes. So you may recall some of my sisters, the magical cartographers. We did several events. Live online events last year, and we decided that we're going to be pushing a lot more information out, having lots more conversations. And so we are starting a podcast that will be launching the second week in January, called All the Things with the Magical Cartographers. And we will also be doing live events, online live events, um, later, like 2 weeks after each podcast comes out. right? So every 2 weeks, you get to hear from us. You get to be a part of the conversation. We didn't want to have a podcast alone and just kind of share our opinions and not be able to include everyone, right? We really are about co creation this year. And so, the live events, just like we've done before, will be streamed. You'll be able to join us for those conversations where we will continue the conversations from the podcast. So, super, super excited about that and working together with these amazing women who are just mind blowing. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. All right. I think that's it. Let's see. I will, hopefully, you already know the sites. Hopefully, you're already getting the newsletter. If you're not, hello, let's do it. Um, right now, you will still see on the site the opportunity for a 2 minute tarot session. I'm not going to be offering that. I mean, you can always ask me questions after this year. So if you have any last minute questions that you would like a 2 minute tarot response from, send them in now. You can go right to the website right there, WTFwithmel.com. And you can ask your question, or you can just sign up for the newsletter and hear all the fun that's going to be happening. You're going to be seeing me all over the place. So I hope that you stay connected. I want to make sure that everybody, let me get rid of that. I feel like I'm always okay. I want to make sure that everyone feels good about closing things out this year. Again, let you go. That is not yours, right? Everything is not yours. Everything doesn't need to be carried by you, right? Keep that with you as you're going into the end of the holidays here, wrapping up for this year, starting new, right? I mean, like a week away, a week and a half away is a whole new year. That's going to be so much bigger and brighter for all of us because we're going to be super intentional about asking what we want for. And I think that's it. I think that's it. This is the last time you're going to see me live this year. Feels kind of sad. I love talking to you all. So, whenever you've seen this, because this is a new platform that I'm using, a new app, wherever you are, if you could just say, hey, and maybe where you're able to see this, whether it's in a group, in my group on Facebook, whether it's my business page, whether it's my personal page, whether it's Instagram or YouTube, I think are all the places I should be streaming at the moment. Just say hey, even in the replay, just say hey and let me know where you watched from. So I know that it's working and that you can see me okay. And that was a lot of information. Thanks for sticking through. I love you guys. Stay magical, y'all. All right, let's see. Now I gotta figure out how to end it. Let's see.